hello, Sagittarius Moon. How are you? Sagittarius Moon, thank you so much for being here. Welcome to 2020. We made it. So this is the first reading for 2020, and it's going to be a moon sign reading. So Sagittarius, I want to take a look at how you're going to be stepping into the new year emotionally, how you're going to be stepping into January emotionally. You know, never mind what's actually happening, but how are you feeling as you step into 2020? You know, sometimes the moon governs our feelings, it governs our emotions. The moon governs, parts of ourselves that want to remain hidden. And I think a message just actually popped out for you guys as I was shuffling. So Spirit, I'm gonna go ahead and take this. But yes, so we want to see what emotionally is going to be, the likelihood of how you're feeling. Okay. So with that being said, Sagittarius Moon, this will be for you. This may be for the rising or possibly the Sun Sagittarius as well. But the intention is for Sagittarius Moon, okay? So let's see here. Let's take a look at this first card. We have card number 10, Neptune, Sacrifice. Wow. All right, Sagittarius Moon. Listen, this is big energy. You know, like right off the bat, it's just like no holds barred. Spirit is saying, listen, there's some things that you may need to sacrifice here before you walk into 2020, or as you step over and cross the threshold into 2020. There's some things that you may need to kind of just shed at that threshold. Like some things don't need to be carried all the way into 2020. Now, this could mean a whole slew of different things depending on who's watching. Some of you may need to actually give up certain things emotionally that you have been carrying throughout 2019 and beforehand. You may be having to shed those things emotionally before coming into 2020. Others of you, this may be something material that you may actually have to sacrifice. But there's a lot of I feel like there is a lot of heart here in this particular card, in this message. So depending on who's watching this, you already know exactly what it is that you need to kind of shed as we move into 2020, okay? So thank you, Spirit, so much for those messages. For Sagittarius Moon, can we see exactly what signs that Spirit is trying to get you to be aware of as we move into 2020? Right, Spirit. I think this is the one that wanted to fly. Yep. So we have bread, hospitality. All right. Spirit, what other signs? What other messages? What I do feel already, though, is I do feel like there may be some people around you that you may be extending yourself to. Some people that you may be breaking bread with, some people that you may be, being very hospitable to, people that you're sharing your spaces with. Some of you may feel like, they cannot move into the new year with you. You're feeling as though you're having to kind of figure out how you're going to put something together. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Our message just flew out. You're thinking on how you can kind of put, something together to be able to express to this person, like, listen, yeah, everything's cool, but, or I don't know, everything might not be cool, but, as for 2020, we're going to have to leave that in 2019. Like, we can't coexist in 2020. And the next card that I have here that pops out is loyalty. So what this really tells me here is there may be some people that you actually do bring with you into 2020. There may be some people that you're going to have to kind of just leave at the door, is what I'm feeling. If it's not about people, there may be certain opportunities that you may just have to be like, okay, I have to close the door on this. I've given too much to this. Let me go ahead and actually define who I am, define who or what I want to be loyal to, and really make a choice here. I mean, because look, we have card number 10. That sacrifice card is card number 10, and it's Neptune. So this is definitely about you reaching that ending threshold to begin a new, brand new cycle. But you got to leave something behind, Sagittarius moon. You got to leave something behind here. Let's go ahead and pull a few tarot cards. Thank you so much, Spirit, for that message for Sagittarius moon. Oh, man. This is big energy, though. But it's necessary energy. You know, this was inevitable. This was always going to happen. Okay? In whatever way it plays out for you, Sagittarius moon, this was always going to happen. I'm hearing 2 more shuffles. All right, here we go. So go ahead and give the deck a cut. The Knight of Cups. Yeah. So information regarding, or better yet, an expression of emotion. It's coming. Someone is bringing this to you now, Sagittarius moon. This may be where we see you find yourself actually being left behind, or someone actually chooses to be loyal to you and they leave others behind in order to be loyal to you. So this could play out, one way round as well. It didn't have to be where you're making that choice. It could be where someone is making that choice about whether they're carrying your friendship into 2020. Now, what I do feel here is I do feel like we do have this Knight, and it is facing the loyalty side. I do feel like this is either you expressing directly to those who you are going to remain loyal to in the year 2020. You're expressing that emotion to them, or vice versa. They're expressing that emotion to you. If they're expressing it to you, I do strongly feel it may be coming from a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or just someone who's just feeling very in their emotions at that moment. Okay? Because they've identified where they actually want to break their bread and with whom they don't want to break their bread with. Okay? So let's take a look at some of the reasoning. Right? So we have the 8 of Swords. Oh, the 8 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So, okay. So I feel like there could be someone, even if it's you, you may have been stuck in, you may have felt like you may have felt like there was no more progression that could take place. There was no more stimulation, is what I feel like. There was no more mental stimulation in that particular relationship or friendship. And then I feel like, Spirit has allowed something to, Spirit has begun to offer you something, or maybe something that you've been asking for is being granted to you, and you identify it as your way through I feel like for some of you, you may be going through a particular struggle that you don't necessarily know how you're going to get yourself out of it. And it's like, it sucks because it's like right around the holidays, it's freaking Christmas, it's New Year's, and it's like, what are you going to do? But there's an opportunity, or there's an offer, there's an extension of something that's being given to you, is what I feel, or it's being given to someone, and they're taking that, or you're taking that to say, okay, you know what, now let me identify who can actually carry this with me into 2020. And I do feel that. Let's take a look at the outcome here. We have the Page of Wands. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing there could be some particular fire sign, possibly Sagittarius moon. This could be representative of you as well. But I do feel like this is, I feel like going into 2020, this is definitely where you are reaching that turning point where you're actually not only are you making the choices about who you want to emotionally bring with you into 2020, but I also feel like you're probably going to make this decision based off of maybe who attracts you a little bit more, or who you, who has more like gusto, like you're wanting someone who's going to put as much physical energy into whatever emotionally you're trying to bring to the table here. All right. But at the end, I do see the 5 of Cups. Okay, so I do still feel like there is a little bit of sadness in the outcome about like maybe who you have to kind of cut off, or who you have to leave behind, who you have to sacrifice. I don't necessarily see it as regret. I do just kind of see it as, it's like, okay, you knew that you had to make certain decisions on certain relationships with certain people. And it's like, I do feel like it's, in the end, it's like, it's like you say, I wish this could have happened a little bit different, but at the same time, you knew that it couldn't. I don't feel like this is where it's saying, oh, well, you are regretting the fact that, you had to, mm, excommunicate is such a strong word, but for some of you, maybe that's the case. Um, Whatever you had to give up on to get to a certain level of progression or to reach a certain turning point as you step into the new year. No, I don't feel like there's a regret of giving that up, but I do feel like there is a wish of like, okay, I really wish that that could have been, um, you just wish it could have been a different outcome. That's how I see it. But overall, I don't feel like this is any bad energy. I don't feel like it's any depression. I just feel like, listen, into 2020, a lot of you are struggling, and there's a big opportunity that's right over that threshold into 2020. Some of you, that opportunity may be given to you, right before the new year, right before Christmas, maybe for some of you. Or it was extended to you already, like right before the new year, and it's just like, you just can't take everybody with you. You're gonna have to sacrifice some relationships, or sacrifice some things that you actually really do love. But I do feel like there is at least one person that you will be bringing with you. That person could be a fire sign, a younger fire sign, someone that looks up to you. It may be an assistant that you, for some of you, if it's about work, you may be leaving one job and but bringing an assistant with you. Um, but at the same time, still wishing that the original team could have stuck together. That's how I feel there. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull some chakra oracle cards. Okay. Because, yeah, there's a lot of energy here that you're really going to be focused and concentrating on emotionally. So let's take a look and see what spirit would like us to focus on within our bodies. Okay. That may help make this decision or make this process just a little bit more easier for you. Okay. What would spirit like us to pay attention to inwardly within ourselves for the month of January of 2020? All right. So card number 44, presence, awareness, attention, reality, connection. Yes, spirit is saying definitely pay attention. Okay, I see. Spirit is saying feel what what I hear spirit saying is to feel your surroundings out. Like feel like feel the presence that you're in. The people that actually make you feel good, the people that actually make you feel as happy as this little girl here is on this card. Those are probably people that you may want to, have in your reality in the near future, crossing into the new year. Okay. People who help you remain self-aware. Okay. It is card number 44. So probably people that, closely mirror what you're trying to, achieve. You both are maybe trying to achieve the same things. You're going to align yourself with those people. Okay. Spirit, can I get one more message, please? Okay. All right. So the card that we have here is 40, card number 40, visualization, imagination, focus, experience, manifestation. So what spirit is really trying to get you to understand is to really just know that, listen, no matter what, no matter who you're able to bring in your journey on life, understand that, listen, there's a bigger picture at hand here, okay? And these people, or this particular situation that you're going to have to make a decision and sacrifice, understand that you're sacrificing it because it has already served its purpose in the greater picture of your vision. Okay? So now it's time to go ahead and bring forward those situations or those people that are still going to be able to contribute to the vision. All right. I really like this. I really do like this energy. I was gonna pull the card under the deck for the tarot, but I forgot. But let's go ahead and do that. Oh, and look what card it is. Oh my God. Look what the next two cards was. It was the Ten of Wands and also the Ten of Cups. So what I'm feeling here is I'm just feeling like, listen, the hard work that you're putting into this experience of having to, you know, of whatever it is that you're doing as you move into 2020, just understand that it is leading you toward that complete emotional fulfillment. And again, the big vision here. I almost kind of see this Ten of Cups and then this visualization card there. Almost pretty similar in the fact that, you know, you just have these vibrant colors. And then also just understand that yes, you do have some Five of Cups energy here coming towards, like, maybe for some of you it may come immediately, for some of you it may not be till towards the middle to the end of January, but there is like this Five of Cups energy. It's not regret, it's not depression. Understand, it's just the feeling of, I really wish that you could have done more in the situation in the past. But understand that what was done is done. What you did was enough to suffice, because Spirit has blessed you with a beautiful, beautiful opportunity. And if you have not already received that, then you will be receiving it. Okay? So, Sagittarius Moon, that is your message here for January 2020. Again, welcome to 2020. I'm so excited. If you're here for the first time, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll be aware of when I post. If you'd like to book a personal reading, all of the information about that will be in the description box. All right, Sagittarius Moon, enjoy.